17 more hostages have been released by Hamas in a exchange, prisoner exchange per se, here. And well, the question here, is it enough? As there is a ceasefire going on here. Take a look at some of this footage.
Allowing those hostages to go to Israel. They're now going to be met in Israel by a team of doctors, psychologists, and after a few hours, they'll be able to be reunited with their family members.
However, no Americans have been released here in this hostage exchange. And honestly, this is probably still going to go on here for quite a while. Also here, I will have another holiday giveaway here for you guys at the end of this video where we announce some winners. So stay tuned here for that here later on in this video. Kim Jong-un was finally able to get it up and releases satellite photos of their spy satellite, which is finally up in orbit, and releases photos of U.S. military bases in Hawaii and South Korea, according to their state media. In an earlier report, North Korea said that Kim, the day before, reviewed the satellite images of, quote, major target regions in the South, including its capital and cities hosting U.S. military bases. Wow. Also, in case you're interested, the government is offering 4 more free COVID tests available to each household ahead of the holidays. The winter season is expected to bring a resurgence of the virus. You can see the website here, the government website, which is giving them away free. The website is covidtests.gov, TESTS.gov. So if you want these, it's better than paying for them at the store. They're like $20-some a test or test kit. You can get them for free at the government website listed here on the screen, covidtests with an s.gov. So if you want them, get them for free from the government. If you don't want them, then don't worry about it. And the question here, will this ceasefire lead to a longer ceasefire, or what will it lead to? Here is General Keane from the U.S. on whether or not this is a good thing for Israel, or will Hamas do what they've said and attack Israel over and over again? Take a listen here.
General, good to see you. Thanks for being here. You know, we're glad that people are discussing a way to end this conflict, but at the same time, would a continuation of the pause, or what some people are calling a ceasefire, interfere with the Israeli mission of destroying Hamas?
Oh, yeah, certainly, as does the current temporary ceasefire. Listen, the strategy that's unfolding here from Hamas, for a couple of things for our viewers to understand, Hamas has never focused on killing the civilian population in Israel to the degree that they have done in this last operation on 7 October. It's always been the IDF. They've never, as a matter of principle, ever taken wholesale hostages. And Iran, I think, has their fingerprints all over this operation because they have been in the hostage business for 43 years, and you know that, David. Yep. So the taking of the hostages, what's the strategy here? Two things. One, they want to preserve their regime. They knew Israel would have to enter Gaza because of their brutal, savage attack. They also knew the sense of violence and the massive campaign they would conduct would be likely larger than anything they've seen. To hedge against that, they took the hostages for 2 reasons. One, to preserve the regime, so at the end of the day, they'll keep hostages so that the leaders and some of their infrastructure will be able to stay in place. They will declare victory at that point, if that occurs, despite months of months of operations inside of Gaza by the Israeli military. And the second thing is to delay the Israeli operation as much as possible, to give them opportunities to reposition, to rearm, and reorganize. And they are doing just that. The Israelis have a decision to make. Would they like to get most of this in terms of hostage release over now and then be able to get on with the campaign or do it intermittently over a series of several months. And that'll be their call in terms of its impact on their operation.
But you know what must be killing the Israelis now is the fact that they are seeing that the hostage taking is actually working for Hamas, working for Iran. Of course, it really began before October 7th when we essentially released $6 billion or unfroze $6 billion of Iranian funds for 6 hostages. I think that kind of whetted their appetite for hostage taking. And of course, then you now have hostages being used as bargaining chips and getting them a pause in the actual fighting from Israel. So they see how beneficial it is to them for hostage taking. That's a very dangerous situation for the whole world.
Yeah, they're just in a very tough spot. I mean, they've got to get their hostages back. The history of Israel and getting hostages back, the whole country has been behind that movement. Just when it's a single hostage, it pales by comparison. Their intensity and emotion about a hostage being taken is really quite something. So they knew from the beginning that their objective to get the hostages back was job one. But the clear issue here is time is on the side of Hamas. And they are playing for time. They know full well the longer they're able to drag this out, the larger the widespread condemnation internationally of Israel will increase. The isolation of Israel geopolitically will increase. The pressure will mount on the Israelis as a result of it. And in their minds, weaken the government is what they're hoping for, and possibly a change in that government. They know they're not going to destroy Israel by virtue of this operation here, but they certainly want to make Israel more vulnerable and more weaker going forward.
Yeah, and it's crazy how Israel is being criticized when they were attacked first, and innocent civilians at a music festival, and hostages were taken, women, children, babies, and all these horrific, incidences has happened. And yet now Israel's being criticized when they were attacked, didn't ask for this. And here we are, right? So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Here are the winners from the last video I did for the trivia question, which was, which city has the oldest Thanksgiving parade? You would think it would be New York City, but it actually is Philadelphia. Which city has the oldest Thanksgiving parade is actually Philadelphia. I believe it was actually 1920. I don't have that right in front of me, but I had it before. But it's actually Philadelphia. I think New York City was 1924. But yeah, it's Philadelphia. So we had some people randomly picked to be, because again, we can't have everybody be a winner, so we had randomly picked winners. The winners are Robles 2891, Ronald Archie 7276, Tina McMurray 4810, Martha Cooper 6740, Mikey J HOV Logs 8792, Shirley Schaefer 4066. I also sent you guys a comment, so you can reply back to that comment. I'll let you know how to contact me. $50 PayPal or Venmo or gift cards for each of you, which you can use to pay for your Thanksgiving dinners or anything you like. Also, we're going to be doing this again for the holidays coming up, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, have for that as well, coming forward for that. So stay tuned. Thank you for liking and sharing these videos. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. New videos come out here every day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So click the subscribe button. It's completely free to do so, and I'll keep you up to date. Click here to watch my newest video next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.